Have you ever wondered why you don't feel truly happy? Living in scarcity is very difficult, but having excess doesn't bring joy either. Earning $3,000 a month can be disheartening, and even earning $30,000 or more doesn't guarantee satisfaction for many. It seems that the pursuit of happiness is always an eternal goal. As the famous American philosopher Henry David Thoreau said, "We have enough pleasure in life, but we have never really lived." As society progresses, luxury items that were once cherished by our grandparents have now become everyday items in every household. We have better living conditions, improved health, and live longer than people of the past. We should be happier, but why does our mind still not feel truly joyful? Why is that? Perhaps you will find the answer in the book Flow, The Secret Path to Happiness by Hungarian-American psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. He studied psychology through a scientific lens to help you understand how to find the true happiness in life. If you have ever read famous books like Happiness by Ben Shahar, Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman, or The Road Less Traveled by Scott Peck, the authors of these works conclude and base their research findings on flow. In fact, Flow is not just a book about psychology. It is a scientific work, as it employs numerous survey research methods to address a question that has yet to be defined, identified, or answered. What is happiness? So, how can we live happily? Mihaly believes that happiness comes from an inner order within ourselves. To explain this, he used a concept from physics known as entropy. Entropy refers to the degree of disorder in a separated system. It can be said that the entire world around us, from the micro to the macro, is filled with this chaotic nature. Our bodies, from tiny molecules and atoms that never stand still to planets, solar systems, and galaxies, are constantly in motion in the universe, and entropy occurs within our own inner selves. We are easily overwhelmed by chaos. Here, chaos means we are easily influenced by emotions and thoughts stemming from numerous desires and cravings in life. Mihaly calls this psychic entropy, which refers to the disorder in our minds. The increase in this disorder is the reason we find it challenging to attain happiness. So what causes us to increase this disorder and subsequently fail to find happiness for ourselves? This chaos arises from two aspects. First is the chaos that comes from the universe. In the book The Road Less Traveled, it is mentioned that Earth was not designed for humanity. Mother Nature always finds ways to make human life uncomfortable. Some places are too cold, others too hot. There are earthquakes and volcanoes. Humans must constantly find ways to cope with nature to survive. Our influence on nature is incredibly small. Ultimately, striving to survive all our lives, we must obey the laws of the universe until the very end. All of us will eventually return to dust. Therefore, to live happily can only be determined by the reflections from our souls and our daily life experiences. The second type of chaos comes from within ourselves, and insatiable greed is the first factor that creates this chaos. What are we striving for in life? Perhaps most of us feel vague about this. We often measure the quality of life based on the results we achieve. However, desires are something that continuously escalate. Therefore, pursuing material improvement is an endless goal. The richer we become, the more we desire. We always feel that it is never enough. Ultimately, it is only when we feel joy during the process of experiencing life that we can truly be happy. However, it is unfortunate that we often devote all our mental energy to goals without being able to enjoy the present moment. Second, we are easily distracted. When sitting down to study or work, we often allow ourselves to be blinded by social media, phones, and unrelated distractions. In reality, we are living within the workings of entropy, and we ourselves are contributing to this increased chaos. Should we really let our lives be submerged by this disorder? Although the universe is chaotic, it still follows its own laws. If there is entropy, there is also negative entropy. For example, our bodies age over time, but every day we care for our skin and exercise to slow down the aging process. This is a form of negative entropy. Additionally, when our minds are in turmoil, we often write in journals to express ourselves or to reflect on our experiences. This too is a way we counteract entropy. Therefore, the key to living better is our ability to create negative entropy. To counteract entropy, it is crucial to focus and experience the present moment. rather than placing too much weight on the results of desires and goals. This experience, Mihaly refers to as the optimal experience or flow. Achieving an optimal experience allows us to attain happiness. So what exactly is flow? Flow is a state that occurs when our mind is completely immersed in the actions we are performing. These are activities that you find interesting and creative, causing you to lose track of time and even forget yourself. To achieve a flow state, the following 5 conditions must be met. 1. You must love what you do. These should be tasks that you actively engage in, rather than those that are forced upon you. 2. You need to have certain skills and the ability to master what you are doing. 3. The activities should be challenging, but not too difficult, just slightly above your current abilities. 4. After completing a task, there should be feedback and periodic rewards to encourage you. 5. Finally, you need to have clear goals and an understanding of the general steps needed to complete them. When you meet these 5 conditions, you can easily enter a state of flow. Now think about it. Have you ever played a favorite video game? Considering the above conditions, when playing games, are you also immersed in a flow state? The first condition is that the game is truly enjoyable. You really love it. The second condition is that when you start playing, you can fully control your actions and gradually become skilled at them. The third condition is that the challenges in the game are designed from easy to difficult, which encourages you to keep playing. Fourth, each time you overcome a level, you receive some sort of reward. Finally, the fifth condition is that when you play, you always have a clear goal in mind, whether it's rescuing a princess or defeating monsters. However, you might ask, do video games or recreational activities, even gambling, truly bring happiness? It's not that simple. To achieve happiness, you need to satisfy another crucial factor. You must engage in activities that make you feel valuable and perceive a difference from others. Thus, recreational activities or gambling do not actually provide you with distinct value. However, if a flow state can occur in games, why not try to apply this experience to studying or work? Next, we will explore the easy steps to achieve a flow state in learning and work. Why do we often give up easily when working? It could be because the task is too difficult for us. Conversely, we might feel indifferent and easily bored if the task is too simple. This often leads to a monotonous repetition. Therefore, before starting any task, you need to accurately assess your capabilities to choose the right job. Selecting the right task that matches your abilities will help you enjoy your work more and easily enter a flow state. This is the first step, recognizing and accurately evaluating your abilities. Many young people who graduate often work in fields unrelated to their studies or take jobs that do not align with their expertise. There are also many who have worked in a job for years but cannot find enjoyment in it. However, due to the pressures of life or age restrictions, many people cannot choose their careers from the start. So how can we still stay and find happiness when faced with unsuitable jobs? First of all, the most important thing is to adjust your mindset. If you cannot change what is in front of you, learn to love what you have to do. Create meaning in your work. Make it valuable by adding your own challenges and raising the bar for your tasks. I know a neighbor named Peter who is a taxi driver. Every day he is very cheerful and smiles a lot. He used to work in sales, but perhaps it wasn't a good fit. So after many years, he quit and became a taxi driver. Compared to running a business, driving a taxi seems easier and repetitive. Even though he has to work hard all day on the street, he doesn't complain. He always finds ways to make his work more interesting. Peter sets challenges for himself during his familiar taxi driving days. To enhance customer satisfaction, he decided that, in addition to driving safely, he would challenge himself to improve his ability to engage with customers. Today, he aims to make 3 people happy through conversation. Tomorrow it's 4, and the day after that, 5. Each day, the challenges increase, making his workday interesting and filled with flow. Therefore, create challenges and raise your standards if your work feels too easy. Conversely, if your current job is beyond your capability, break larger tasks into smaller ones and continuously learn to enhance your skills. For example, if writing a thesis feels too challenging, divide it into smaller tasks, like writing 200 to 500 words daily. Additionally, to improve your writing, you need to enhance your reading skills continually. In summary, the second important step to achieve a flow state is to make your current work engaging. If it's too easy, increase the challenge. If it's too hard, break it down into manageable tasks and keep learning to improve your abilities. The third step is crucial for entering a flow state: absolute focus. There's a saying, you control your focus, you control your life. In a world full of chaotic experiences, you can easily be distracted by various things, such as trying to work while monitoring a camera on your child at daycare, or not being able to sit still while scrolling through Facebook or watching TikTok. These distractions consume a lot of time. The only way to address this is to regain internal order by focusing on the single task at hand. Read a book for reading, not Facebook. Write a report for writing, not chatting with colleagues. Controlling focus in all aspects of life will help you release your emotions. You will find a flow state even in the smallest tasks. When having dinner, focus on eating. When walking, focus on walking. When talking to your partner or parents, listen instead of scrolling through your phone. Controlling distractions and living in the present can make every moment of your life fully focused. When you achieve this, you will discover your flow state, and your life will truly be happy and meaningful. In summary, to live happily, you need to find ways to create anti-entropy by discovering flow in everything you do, finding goals and meaning in your tasks, creating interest in each experience, and finally, focusing your attention on the present moment. I hope each of us can quickly find a state of life filled with flow for happiness and fulfillment. Thank you for listening to Aloha New Book, a channel dedicated to sharing knowledge to help you improve every day. If you find the content of Aloha New Book helpful, please support us by liking and subscribing so you won't miss the next videos. Thank you, and see you in the next video.